Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Falling Over Books. For today's video I am doing my June wrap-up. I read a total of 19 books in June and 7 of them were physical copies. Not my greatest reading month, but hopefully I improve in July. I have plans to read a couple of books, so I really hope that I get a lot of reading done in July. First book I read was Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Dark Artifices series, or trilogy. This I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I cried so many times during this book. It was just so great. I can't believe we have to wait 2 years for the next one. I'm not excited for that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just can't believe stuff that happened in here, and it was just phenomenal. If you love the Shadowhunter world, you'll definitely love this book. Also, look how cool this is. I literally didn't know I had this till I bought it. It was like, ooh, that's cute. It has, I think, some of the new runes or something. I don't know. I don't necessarily pay attention to what all the runes look like, but you know, yeah, I love this. 5 out of 5. Then I read The Fox and the Hound by R.S. Gray. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars. It was super cute, fun, light, like all of her books. I just really like her books. She's a great writer, and I highly recommend R.S. Gray's books if you want just a light, fun, contemporary romance. Then I read Sweet Torment by Georgia Cates. This is kind of like a short novella. It's not very long, but this I gave 4 stars. I really liked it. It was cute. It had some of my favorite tropes. I loved it. Then I read Blood Vow by J.R. Ward. This is the second book in the Black Dagger Legacy series, which is a spin-off of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. Super complicated, but I just recommend reading them in release date order, so just go on Goodreads. You'll find the order. I love this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I'm just so obsessed with the series, the characters, the world, the writing, the stories. I'm obsessed with all of it. My only complaint is probably that it's mostly my fault, is I get so mixed up with the names. Sometimes I'm like, wait, who's this, who's that? Sometimes when I distance myself from the series, I forget who's who, and I can't remember, and then it's like, I feel like some names are so similar that I'm like, oh, is this a guy or is this a girl? And it's like, I can't remember anything. Yeah, I highly recommend this series if you love urban fantasy, romance, paranormal, vampire stuff. I highly recommend. So good. Devotion by Alexa Riley. This I gave 2 out of 5 stars. The Adjustment by Suzanne Young. This is the 5th book in the program series. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Loved it. The twist though at the end, I did not see that coming. I had no clue to that. Like, I was just like, what? I'm excited for the next book, which is The Complication, and I just love this series. It's so emotional. It's so like emotionally heavy. I just love the series. It's kind of like a dystopian, so I loved it. Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars, but I kind of feel like I want to knock down a star because I just wasn't feeling this book. I liked it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing. It didn't blow me away. I was expecting so much from this book, and I didn't get what I wanted, I guess. I just didn't feel the chemistry between the characters, which is why it lacked for me. I like the characters in general, but their relationship to me just, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any insane chemistry between them, and I don't know, it just made me really sad. I did give it 4, but I'm kind of like maybe 3.5 or 3.75. I don't know. It's, yeah, I'm not sure. Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. This I also gave 4 stars, but I feel like it may be 3.5. I liked it. I did cry at one point, but if you ask me what happened in this book, I can't even tell you. I don't even remember. Like, I don't know if I just have like a horrible memory or just not a lot happened in here. I think it was more like a character-driven story instead of like a plot. You know what I mean? Like, it was just about this girl dealing with different things and growing up. So I just don't know, I guess. It deals heavily with religion, but it's not very preachy, so I don't feel like you would be bothered if you don't practice anything. But I enjoyed it, and it's definitely a book I would reread though, so 3.5, 4 stars, I don't know. Then I read Shacking Up by Helena Hunting. This is her standalone romance, one of them. This I gave 3 out of 5 stars. It's chunky, but the writing is super big, so it's a very fast read. This I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it, but it was just pretty basic. Like, it wasn't nothing super special. It was fun. It was slow burning, but it wasn't like a favorite. I feel like this would be a book I might reread in a couple of years because I will forget everything. And maybe I might like it more in a couple of years. But I liked it. I just didn't love it, you know? I Knew You Were Trouble by Lauren Lane. This is the 4th book in the Oxford series. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Loved it. I saw a lot of my friends give it like 3 stars. And I was like, oh, so I probably won't like it. But I loved it. It had one of my favorite tropes. One of my favorite like twists. It was so great. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Love in Transit by a bunch of authors. This is a romance anthology. I pretty much just read it for Jana Aston and Rain Miller because I love their books. So I read their stories. I gave each of their stories 4 stars, and I think the rest I kind of gave like 3 stars, and then I think 2 of them I skimmed, so I gave like 1 star. But overall, the whole novella I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. It was enjoyable. If you love anthologies and romance, you probably will like this more than I did, so give it a shot. All I Am by Jodi Ellen Malpass. This is Drew's story, who was in This Man. I hadn't read This Man in like ages, so I can't really remember who Drew was, but regardless, this was a novella, but I really liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's erotica, so it's a little bit darker, but I really, really loved it, and it was short and sweet and sexy, and I loved it. Tycoon by Katie Evans. This I gave 3 stars. I was kind of disappointed. Her last couple of books I've kind of been disappointed in for some reason. I don't know if it's me or it's her books or what's, probably just me. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling the characters that much, so sad. Salvaged by Jay Crownover. This is the 4th and final book, I think, in the Saints of Denver series. This I gave 3 out of 5 stars. It was alright. Honestly, I feel like I should have given it 4 because I did like it, but I just gave it 3 because it didn't really stick out in my mind that much, but I did like it. Stay by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. This is the 2nd book in the Wags series. I hope it's a long series because so far there's only 2 books out. I just want more. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Loved it. It was cute, funny, light, sexy. I loved it. I loved it, loved it. Has to do with hockey, so you know I'm all there. Yeah, I loved it. Then I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Oh my gosh. You guys, this blew me away. So I just like randomly picked this up. I was really excited to read it in the first place, but I didn't expect a lot from it because I had read When True Loves by Taylor, and I wasn't like the biggest fan. I think I gave that 3 or 4 stars. It was just like a decent read. So I didn't really expect that much from this, but I read like the first like 20 pages and I was just like into it. I was like reading it and I am obsessed. I cried so many times reading this. It was emotional. It was just the way the story was told. It was told in such a great way. It's about this journalist who gets the job of a lifetime to interview this old Hollywood star and to get kind of her life story. And it's told, in the beginning it starts with the journalist Monique, and then they kind of have a conversation, her and Evelyn, and then it switches to like Evelyn telling the story of what happened and like all that kind of stuff. So it was just so good. I liked I loved everything about this. I feel like there's one part in here why I feel like people may not like a part of it. So as you can tell by the title, I feel like this is kind of a spoiler, but Love, Sex, and Music by Michelle A. Valentine, this I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Bad Penny by Stacey Hart, this I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And the last book I read in the month of June was Damaged Like Us by Kristen Becca Ritchie. This is the first book in the Like Us series, which is a spin-off of the Addicted series. Super complicated. This I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I feel like I might give it 4 out of 5 stars. Can't you tell I'm kind of iffy on my ratings this month? I don't know what to rate things. This I loved. I just love the Addicted gang so much. And if you didn't know, this series, the Like Us series, is about their children. So they don't really have a big part in the series, but you do see glimpses of them. I just love them so much. And I just love Kristen and Becca. They're just so sweet, and they just want to please their fans, and it's just like they take everything to heart, and it's just like, oh, I just love them, and I want to give them the biggest hug, and I just love this book. This was just so great. I feel like if you're a true Addicted fan, you'll love this book. But there was one plot twist that I wasn't okay with. Not really plot twist, but plot line thing, part twist, kind of. It was more towards the end. And I think just because I didn't like the way people reacted to it, like in the book, but I understand, I get it, because I just get it. I understand. I totally get it. Totally get it. But yeah, I give it 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, around there. And I can't wait for the second book that comes out in October. Like, yes, please. Anyway, so those are all the 19 books I read in the month of June. Not my best month, but not my worst month, so we'll see how July goes. Also, I've hit 500 subscribers. Oh my god, that's so insane. Thank you so much. Which also reminds me, my year anniversary is on August 31st, which is exciting. I can't believe I've been doing this for a year. Anyways, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed and who just keeps watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anyways, that's it for this wrap up. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.